Hello, I don't know really how to start this video. However, I remembered when the incident took place in Southport and the infamous James O'Brien, a hardcore leftist, actually were blaming Christians. He went on air and celebrated the fact that Christians were responsible for this horrible terrorism. What I find interesting was that at the time when he said that, what was going through my mind was it does not make any sense. A 17-year-old Christian being involved in terrorism. What is the ideology? You're 17. You know, what is there in your mind that you want to go out there and propagate evil? I couldn't filter the information, but I listened to James O'Brien on LBC radio blaming Christians and said, are all Christians now terrorists? Trying to obviously defend Islam. What's his name? Nigel Farage said that there was information that the police were hiding. The police were hiding information, and to which he received barrage of hatred, not only from the government, but the public. In the end, Nigel Farage was right. There was a cover-up. If you look at the way in which Muslims are treated in comparison to Christians, they can preach on the streets unmolested. When Christians preach on the streets, we are arrested. We haven't got that freedom of speech. When Muslims commit crime, sadly, this is the truth. The media, for some reason, they don't want to cover it. They're complacent. They don't want to cover it. They don't want the people to know what is happening. Are they afraid of Islam? Are they afraid of Muslims? Or is there something more sinister behind it? This guy, Axel, he had Al-Qaeda. I don't know any Christian alive who would have the manual, Al-Qaeda terrorist manual. Any Christian alive. Yet, they wanted to call him a Christian. They rather the hatred be focused on the church than the perpetrator. This tells you the state of England today. It tells you why England, like the Titanic ship, is sinking into oblivion. I made videos during COVID and just before COVID. Says England was cursed by God. And you know, if you look at England now, you had a Hindu prime minister, and also Home Secretary was a Hindu. I yet to see an English person who is a prime minister. I'm not saying anything wrong with it. What I'm saying is that I made a prophecy that England was cursed by God because you kicked out the Christian faith. You kicked out Christianity and you embraced Islam to such degree that when crimes like these take place, the Muslim perpetrators are protected. And as a result, people naturally are no longer going to trust Keir Starmer. What Keir Starmer did, he wanted to put a gag in order. What did gag in order mean? You know, like a ventriloquist. You know, you got a puppet and you open his mouth. Like a ventriloquist, he's trying to put a gag in order so that people can't speak the truth. This is tyranny. Look at Keir Starmer. When he was in opposition, he was like a lamb. Like a lamb. He was harmless. He was gentle when he was in opposition. But like the devil has a horn, a wolf in sheep clothing, Keir Starmer started to show his true colors. Do you know Keir Starmer gave 3 million? Look, he's cutting the benefits of poor people, the disabled people, yet he gave 3 million to the Muslim mosque, not to churches, to Muslim mosque, while he was putting in prison, you know, people who were protesting, putting them behind bars, while giving £3 million to protect Muslim mosques, showing his conflict of interest, blaming the church, and he kept it quiet. Shh, 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 let's blame the church. And nobody I'm still waiting for an apology for why you blame the church. I'm waiting for an apology. And you won't get it. You know what James O'Brien did? He still continued with his leftist nonsense. Oh, well, you know, he didn't care about the innocent angels who lost their life. He didn't care. All he cared about was protecting Islam. It wouldn't surprise me if he became a Muslim, which is my next video. I won't give away too much, but it's going to be strong, really strong. So please don't miss out. Don't be shy. Don't be bashful. Don't be timid. If you like it hot and heavy, please subscribe. I'll be gentle with you. But you know something? Keir Starmer, he's got a cover up, a gagging order. You know, he said to me, don't question me. Don't question me, you children. I do what I want. Go away, go to hell. Don't question me. The corruption, the scandal. This dictator is saying, don't question me. I do what I want. Go to hell. You voted me in. I conned you with your votes. Now I'm going to put the Muslims first. I'm going to put the Muslims first. They're in my heart. They're in my heart. And you know something? Now Britain is please, just look at my videos, prophecies, and you will see. Just look at the word prophecy and earthquake. Britain is in a bad state. You kicked out Christianity and you brought over foreign gods, idol gods, gods made of wood, gods made in Arabia. and now you will perish. Bring England back to God. Bring it, raise back the churches. Do you know every church that closed down, a mosque is built in its place? They call London Londonistan. No longer Christianity. They call it a Christian country, but it's not. It's not. People are converted to Islam, quicker than rabbits get in the hole. Horrible! But the dean is this Axel. He had a manual, an Al-Qaeda manual, which means he did it before. He was planning it. That's someone with a political theocracy ideology. 17 years old. They were to look at his parents, look at the country where he came from, and see if they also are terrorists. But the media, the system kept it quiet. They kept it quiet. Oh, wicked corruption. And for this, England will perish. You mark my words, Nigel Farage was right all along. He was right. But they shut him up, called him a racist, called him a far right. That's how they shut him up. They label you. And you get scared. That's how they shut you up. They give you all these strange labels to silence you. Oh, I'm out of here.